Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Monday and it is time to try to finish this page before I go on vacation. Hello Dawn, hello Alex, hello Noelle, hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well. So we started this on Saturday. We got quite a bit done, but we still need to do quite a bit. So we're going to zoom on in and get started. We're going to continue on with her hair. And we already put down the raw sienna, and I have put down a layer of brown ochre in this area here. Now I'm going to continue on with the brown ochre. The Caran Aquarelle Museum Aquarelles are currently on sale on Amazon. The link is in the description below the video. So if you are in the budget for these wonderful pencils, you can definitely get them for $188. So, hello Aspie. Good day. I hope you are doing well. So just a quick reminder, I am going on vacation on Wednesday, so I will not be around this coming weekend, and I won't be back until Saturday, the next weekend, on the channel. So I'm just putting down the Hello Wilcox, welcome. And then we're just gonna spread that out. These melt so nicely with water, it's just insane. Hello Marilyn. All right, now we're going to dry that, so I'm just going to mute for a quick second. All right, now we're going to move down to the next part here. We're going to come in with the raw sienna. I'm sorry you're tired today. Hello, Calamity. Why are you tired today, Dawn? And I know I've already done this part with the raw sienna, but I just want to up it a little bit. All right. Yeah, the weather could be doing it, absolutely. Rainy weather always makes me sleepy. After I did stream on Saturday, I quite literally ran off to do the laundry, and spent the day with doing the wash and hanging out. I actually did absolutely nothing else. Made dinner, you know, the normal Monday, Saturday stuff. And then I, on Sunday, went hiking with my husband up in the woods. So I actually didn't go in my office whatsoever all weekend. All right, gonna mute while I dry. All right, now I'm coming in with the brown ochre. Yes, I did. I went and had a fried egg sandwich. Hello, butterflies. I went and had a fried egg sandwich for lunch. A book and a half. That's a lot of reading. Yeah, it was very nice. I didn't do a whole lot of hiking, but my body doesn't let me do too much anymore. Hopefully, once I get back from vacation and go see the vein doctor, I'll be able to fix what's wrong and actually be able to be mobile again. That would be nice. I miss going for hikes and just doing the nature thing. It's been a while. All right, so there we have how that hair is going to go. So we're going to skip on over to the other side here. Hello, Della. Yeah, it is. And we went up to the dam and then we went past the dam to the suspension bridge area. Looked at a couple of campsites. If we figure out what's going on with my legs and how to fix it, we may end up doing more day trips up into the mountains, so which will be good. I miss doing those. We used to do them all the time when I was healthy. One little illness just knocks you out. Thank you, Britt. Hello, Sue. How do you do? Every time I see your name, that's the song that goes through my head. My name is Sue. How do you do? I know you're not a man, but yeah, it's just noise. Have you been playing with them all day since you got home from work? They are really, really nice. They melt really well with water. Yeah, I just gotta wait for the doctor to tell me what's going on and how to fix it. And Bob's really good with being patient with me, so making sure that I can do what we're doing, and he slows down for me when I need to slow down, so that's always good. Okay, gonna mute while I dry. All right, and then we're going to come back through with the brown ochre. Ooh, nice. I think you will love them. I'm going to take my um, Garden Lady book with me, and maybe a couple of others. Hello, Callie. Welcome, welcome. All right, I'm going to melt this into the page. Um, I I do it that way just to make sure that the colors sit on top of each other instead of blending together, just to give the definition. You can, I do believe, do them all at once and then just blend them, but I'm no good at that, so I just do it one at a time, blend it, dry it, and then put the next layer down. I am not an expert at using any of these wet mediums, just saying. Um, so I just do use them the same way I would colored pencils more than anything else, and just use the water as the blender. Yeah, they're the museum aquarelles. Um, a friend of mine sent them to me to try. Um, I don't know if this was a good thing for her, or I'm struggling to think about sending them back. Just saying. They're very nice. Okay, gonna dry it. And they melt so well with such a small amount of water that I'm not getting any sort of um, bubbling of the paper. As long as I dry it right afterwards, I'm not getting that crinkle of the paper, which is good. I don't mind crinkly paper, it's just when you're trying to lay color down on bubbled paper, it's a little bit more difficult. Thank you, Callie. Yes, this is Nina paper that I am working on. It's the 65-pound cardstock. I have seen Shannon use these in coloring books as well as on the Nina paper. Like I said, this is the first page that I've actually colored with these. And I must say, I am really impressed with them. Hello, Catherine. Yes, they do smush. I am not a smush person. Um, I have not tried the Prismacolor watercolor pencils. I have tried the Charismacolor watercolor pencils, the Barol Charismacolor from back in the day, and those are lovely. I do have a set of those. I have not tried the Prismacolor ones. I'm not a huge fan of Prismacolor, so I can definitely use them. I do have some. They're just not one of my favorite pencils to use. They work fantastic in coloring books. The rougher the paper, the better they work, in my opinion. But that's because I layer a lot, and I find that the rougher paper will take the layering better. Oh, I went too far. Let's do the, I don't want to put too much water all in one spot. So just blending this part in. I have not learned how to control the water brush yet, so I'm just using a paintbrush because I can control the water a little bit better from it. I'm quite sure that the water brush would probably work really well for these, but like I said, I have not fully mastered the control of water coming out of the water brushes yet. Yes, the Albrecht Dürer are a watercolor pencil as well. I do not have those either. I have very few things that have water involved in in the description. I'm just saying. If it has water in the description, normally I avoid it and shy away from them because I'm just learning watercolor things and I'm not even close to a proficient expert in any of it, so in anything that has to do with art. I just play with it until it comes out. Okay. All right, now I'll do that part here in just a minute. I'm going to dry this. I'll be right back. All right. Now we're going to come in with the brown ochre. Yes, the gold favor is a wax version of the polys. I actually like the gold favors. Unfortunately, they don't come in a larger set. I need more colors. I wish they had a bigger set. They are more of a student grade than the artist grade, but they are lovely, lovely set of pencils. My only gripe with them is there's not enough colors. So I'm just covering up some of that darker movement of the ink because I was silly and didn't make sure the ink wasn't going to move. All right. And I'm going to move you down a little because we're getting further down the hair here. That's better. There we go. Yeah, gold favors are lovely. I do like them. I have a set and I colored a page in the Garden Lady with the gold favors and they worked really well. um, I have not colored on CreateSpace paper with the museums. This is Neenah cardstock that I'm using here. I do have most of my Hannah Lynn are PDF format. So I actually don't have any of the Hannah Lynn CreateSpace books. So yeah, Amazon paper. Paper that comes with in books that you purchase off of Amazon that are um, printed via Amazon. So a print-on-demand book uses CreateSpace paper. Hello, Gabby. Welcome to the corner, and I hope you enjoy it from Costa Rica. I've never been to Costa Rica. I've never been very far, actually. No, no, I'm using Neenah cardstock. I'm not using CreateSpace paper. All right, going to dry that. All right. Now we're going to finish this last bit down here. We're going to move down a little bit. And then her hair will be finished. And then we'll work on her wings and Pinocchio, as well as the chair here. And then we get to figure out what to do for the background. Since we're already using watery things, maybe we'll use the Neocolored 2s. Stay with the watery stuff, or should I go complete opposite of watery stuff and use an oil pastel? What do you guys think? Because we know that water and oil don't mix, right? Just keep going. Sometimes you just got to keep going and mix those alcohol markers together for it to work out. Just keep going. Actually, I am really, really, really enjoying these. Yeah, so they are dissolving, just by looking at them and drooling. Um, but so far, yeah, I'm really enjoying them. I've only used like well, more than 4 colors, 10 colors, 15 colors. This is my first time using them, so Yeah, they just dissolve. Blend so pretty. Yeah, I like oil pastels. I love using them for backgrounds, but I also like coloring with them. All right, I'm going to dry this. And then we're going to take the darker. Oh, absolutely. That is one thing this community has always been to me, is welcoming and encouraging. And definitely want to make sure that anybody new or anybody just coming back um, to the community is encouraged to pick up that pencil, pick up the markers, pick up whatever you're using and enjoy them. Don't worry about whether it looks great or whether, you're at master level to start with. You're never going to be at master level to start with. But as long as you're enjoying what you're doing and having fun doing it, that's all that matters. And don't worry about messing up. It's just paper. There's more of it out there. The next picture will be different. Even if you mess up on one, the next picture will be different with it. And don't give up. Continue on. There are some points where you know that you need to just move on to the next page because the page you're working on is not working the way you want it to, or looking the way you want it to once you have finished it off. But that's fine. That happens. Sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad. But as long as you continue to grow, that's all that matters. And enjoy as you're growing. Exactly, Sue. Your OCD gets in the way, yeah. Yes, they do. You just look at them and drool just a little bit, and they just melt to perfection. Absolutely. It takes very little water to activate them and blend them. But I'm quite sure if you use more water, you get more of that watercolor effect that you want in some instances. I haven't got there yet. I haven't got to that ability yet. Almost done with the hair. Now we're going to dry that. And then we'll move on to the wings. All right, now for the wings, we're going to zoom up a little bit. And zoom the other way. Thank you. Over. And we're going to use cobalt blue 5%. On the main part of the wings. The little frilly parts and that sort of thing, I'm going to use a gel pen on. But we're going to do her wings a little more translucent. And you have been doing absolutely gorgeously, Sue, just saying. I've been watching different things that you've been posting, and they are just so cute. And you are doing so well with them. Oh, and I have missed a thing of hair here. This is hair. Right here. So we're just going to fill that in. All right. And the same over here. I'm just going over top of the thin ones and leaving the thicker ones open so that I can come through with the gel pen on them. The thin ones I can still go over with the gel pen, not a big deal. I might go over the thicker ones maybe with a bit of the lilac purple. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Just so that they... Oh no, I'm going to actually do that with silver, so that's not a big deal. Don't mind me, just trying to think of colors that I'm going to be using. Well, I am definitely glad that you have come in to talking with everybody because you have been a joy to talk to. Just going to activate this light blue. It's very, very pale, but it will stand out once it's done. And I did put my pretty flowers that I got for our anniversary Friday in a lovely vase. And they are sitting on the desk behind me. So I get to come into my office every day and see pretty flowers. well, got things to do. I have finished 4, 5, I think 6 or 7 pages this month. Can't remember. Yeah, my husband knows that I don't like roses very much. I don't like red roses very much because most floral decorations or floral arrangements are done with a hybrid rose and they don't smell. And I don't like hybrid flowers that don't smell. But he bought them because they had a lot of unopened lilies in them. So he bought them so that I could watch the lilies open. All right, just one moment. All right, now we're going to actually come in with a bit of the manganese violet. And we're going to do our shadow areas with that instead of a blue. Yeah, lilies are so pretty. And I'm just going very, very close to the edges. We'll spread it out just a little bit into the rest of the wing. But I want a hint of that violet, not a huge amount of it. Yes, yes. Unfortunately, they haven't opened yet. I'm really hoping they open before I go. Um, I also removed the pollen sacs because they like to stain when they drop on things. And currently it is on a white desk. So I do usually remove those as well so that they don't stain my desk. Oh, I am sorry, Shannon. Sucks being on a tilt-a-whirl. Are your ears bothering you again, or is it just a little bit of dizziness again? I know that last week my ears were really bothering me. It felt like I had water in them, and it just wouldn't go away. All right, going to blend this and dry it, so I'll be right back. Yeah, red roses are an expensive flower, but lately most things are expensive. I chastised him a little bit, but he still makes me cry when he buys me flowers. After 16 years, he still makes me cry when he buys me flowers. I'm sorry your ears are filling up again, Shannon. That sucks. Do you think you'll be okay to stream tomorrow? I know it's hard to do that when you're feeling dizzy. Yeah, inner ear problems suck. If they keep on doing that, are they considering maybe putting in a shunt? And hello, Shannon, if I didn't say hello. I know that's what they did with my sister when her inner ear just kept on filling up. I don't know if they do that with adults. I know they do it with kids a lot, but yeah, inner ear infections are sucketh. They sucketh. Just saying. All right, now we're going to activate the purple, and then we'll get to work with Geppetto. Or not Geppetto, Pinocchio. This is Pinocchio's wish, not Geppetto's. And then we'll do a quick poll on what medium to use for the background. And after the background is done is when we'll start doing our embellishments, adding the silvers and golds to her outfit as well as to her wings. Now if we go with the oil pastels, I do have some things I have to gather up that I don't have on the desk at the moment. But I do have to gather up things for the aquarelles as well, so the neo colors, I mean. All right, I'm going to dry this out. You refuse? Yeah. All right, now we're going to move on over to our Pinocchio here, and we're going to do his hat with spring green first. Hello, Ronnie. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a little while. Della. Della received her museums. Della received her museums today that Shannon encouraged her to purchase on Saturday. There is a link below the video for the museums if you want to take a look at them. They are currently on sale for $188. There we go. Now we're going to dry that. All right. And then we're going to use light olive 40%. Yeah, it's better for the flower and they do stain. And the stem that goes up into the center that you will notice a sap on, kind of looks sticky. I do believe that's part of the stamen. It actually will solidify into a very hard to remove sap if you don't remove that, and it drips on things. And it does extend the life of the flower as well after it's been cut. And then we're going to activate this. I'm going to dry it. All right, now we're going to use moss green. She absolutely is. Actually, I found a listing for them, Della, for $188. It is listed in the description below the video. So if, like I said, if anybody is in the market for them, they are listed below the video. I don't know how many are available at that price, but I'm just blowing away any extra. What book is that? I missed it. What book is it with the best paper ever? Because I obviously have missed it. There's a lot of paper, a lot of books out there with great paper. Ah, okay, yes. Symphony of Cute Animals does have good paper. Okay, so because this is so much darker than the previous color, I'm just going to take this and just use clean water and move it around. And lightening up the area a little bit there. It does. It works well with the softer pencils. My Symphony of Cute Animals does have okay paper. All right, Calamity, have a wonderful day, and I hope that you will relax. Hope your back feels better and your neck feels better, dear. Thanks for coming in. No, I think I have the Asian version. Maybe I have the American version. I'll have to look. It might be the American version. I found it works well with the softer pencils. I've colored a couple of different pictures in it. I'll have to look up what pencils I used in it. I just did the first page one out of that one. I'm gonna dry this. Small book. It's not as big as the um, Rhapsody in the Forest. Okay, now I gotta look. You got me curious now. Hold on. Okay. This one here. Oh, I think it's the American one. Oh. So I just finished this page. Oh, gotta zoom out. Hold on. I did this page in here, and what pencils did I use? I can never remember what pencils I use for things. So this is the Marco Tributes that I used in here, and they worked pretty good. And I've also colored, I thought I colored more than that in here. Didn't I color another page in here? Maybe it wasn't in here. Oh, yeah, it is. I colored this one as well. And that was done last year. just going to find it so I can tell you what pencils I used. And that is with the Cadram and Magic Fly colored pencils. And they worked pretty good as well. And of course the background is oil pastel. Yeah, it can be finicky, but I find that well, I guess the the Marcos work well in it, and the Magic Fly work well in it. Well, for me anyway. I don't know about anybody else, but I've used expensive pencils in it, and I've used inexpensive pencils in it. So oh, sorry. You wanted to see the cover. Rude. So there's my cover. I think it's the American version. Too close. There we go. I think it's the American version. I'm not sure. And then we're going to take burnt ochre. Yeah. Yeah, Shannon does recommend some really good books. I do like the Kanoko books. I must say I do like the Asian paper a little bit better, like the Rhapsody in the Forest and the Minuet de Bonheur books that I have a little bit better. Wow. And even the colors didn't work well in it? Although I tried the Caran d'Ache in the luminance in Garden Lady, and I didn't find that they worked well in that either, so. Yeah, I don't know if Amazon will offer a price adjustment if it's a different seller. I am not sure. And I looked yesterday when Shannon, or on Saturday when Shannon posted the ones that she found, and that was the best price on Saturday. And when I looked this morning when I posted um, the video this afternoon, is when I found the 188 price tag ones. So I don't know when they went on sale. Oh, cool. Yeah, I have some of those books in my wish list. Right now it's just wishing. Is all I can do right now, but I did purchase the one off of Walmart, the Joseph and that sort of thing, the mythographic one, which I have not received yet. I probably won't receive until I get back now, if I receive it at all. With as much as I've been dealing with scams lately, I'm never positive. You message them again? Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you have to be careful with them. Sometimes you just it all depends. Oh, okay. So it's got a new shipping date, huh? All right, now I'm going to lighten up his face just a little bit. And we're going to use a little bit of pink on it. So we're going to use violet pink to go with the brown a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't received mine, so. And I haven't gotten any updates on it either, so. It's a little annoying. Yeah, I went to the local Walmart store here and they said that they don't get that in, aren't getting that in, so I was thinking the same thing, that maybe the first shipment got sent to the local stores, but not the one here anyway. Have a great dinner, enjoy your pencils, and have a wonderful night. Enjoy your day off. Bye, Della. All right, going to try it out. That's cool. I wish ours did. The one in Albany has, very few, and usually well after they've been released. All right, now we're going to use light flash 10%. It's supposed to be online only. Okay. Yeah, that was the only thing I could think of why, it wasn't shipped when they said it was going to be, was the fact that it was maybe going to the stores first. Well, I hope you get yours before I get back and I can secretly watch if I have reception in the hall. Because I'll be on the same time zone as you while we're in Maryland, so. All right, and then we're going to do his cheeks, and we're going to do his cheeks a nice bright pink. So we're going to use this pink that I can't pronounce, so it's number 571. That unpronounceable pink. Oh, nice, Kelly. That's awesome. I think I can honestly say I've not been able to find one coloring book at Walmart that I wanted to buy. Yeah, that's the one. That pink that nobody knows how to pronounce properly, and I'm not even going to try because I'll muck it up. All right, we're going to dry them out. And then we're going to move on to his hair. And we're going to use the same hair colors as her. We're just not going to use the yellow. We're just going to use the light browns. So we're going to start with the raw sienna. The book that we're talking about is a hardcover mythographic book. And I'm trying really hard to remember the name of it, and my brain is just not letting me, so I apologize. It's available on walmart.com. And it's Shannon told me about it. That's the one, Artist's Fault. Sorry about that. Turned it on before I was done. Yes, Artist's Vault is the name of the book. And then we're going to use the brown ochre. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Kelly. Because I couldn't remember for the life of me. I hate it when my brain decides, yeah, by the way, you're not going to think anymore today. And then we're going to use dark flesh 50% on his hands and his legs. So we're going to wet that. Now I am really hoping to get this finished before I go tonight, because like I said, I won't be here next week, and I'm not taking it with me because, you know, water, travel, not good. Just my luck, I'll break all the pencils in the travel, and since they're not mine, that would really suck. All right, now we're going to use a little tiny bit of this dark skin on his nose as well. Dark flesh, I should say. There we go. That's his wooden areas. Now we're going to do his vest here, which is going to be in the greens again. So we're going to start off with spring green. Wow. Yeah, no, I will start the bingo when I get back, but I'm also going to be starting a college course. So it's a refresher course for my degree that I got 20 years ago. And of course, technology has changed since then. So I'm going to do a refresher course on some of the programs that are being asked for in jobs. So I will be doing that as well in October. So if I get too busy with that and too bogged down with homework and classes and whatnot, there may be some missed streams, but I won't know until I get my course load. So I have a degree in business management. It's just I haven't ever used it for a job. Right after I got my degree, I had my youngest, and then I moved to the US. So yeah, so I haven't used it very much, so I don't want to say I have a degree in business management and get hired with that degree and not know anything that I'm talking about. So I don't like listing it on my applications or applying for those types of jobs without having a better knowledge. Yeah, I'm sure it will. I'm going to dry this out. So yeah, I'm thinking that I will do the refresher for the Excel program in October, and then in January when the refresher for the electronic bookkeeping classes comes out, I will do that as well. And that will keep me up to date for, you know, those kinds of programs in business management, and maybe then I can apply for and feel confident applying for a business management position or an administration position. I haven't been applying for them because I just don't feel confident in my skills in that area. I won't be doing it through an online school. I'll be doing it through the college that I got my degree from, which is Sprott Community College in British Columbia. They have the um, virtual classroom as well, so I can join the virtual classroom to complete that. They have a campus. I went to an actual campus when I first got my degree in Nanaimo. They've got campuses all over Canada and some in different countries as well. But since COVID, they started adding the virtual classes as well, which is good because then I can do the refreshers. Yeah, it's just for the Excel worksheets, and all Excel is the same, and the um, simply accounting and that sort of thing, the electronic accounting things. So. And I do use some of my business skills that I learned in school. Just doing the channel and doing small things, but it's definitely not to the extent of human resources and stuff like that. So, because I don't have any employees. But yeah, I got my degree just before, well, I was almost finished with my degree when I found out I was pregnant with Bobby. So right after I got my degree, 2 months later, he was born. So yeah. Do you use it? Nope. I don't use enough of it, absolutely. But like I said, I would like to start using it, and I'd like to get the refresher classes done so that I can at least have some confidence in the newer technologies, in the newer programs. I don't feel so lost. Yeah, I don't use mine either. All right, just going to spread this around. I use it a little bit, use different parts of it, different aspects of it, but not enough to actually say that I know what I'm doing as a business manager. So doing the refresher classes in the electronic bookkeeping and the Excel and that sort of thing, making sure that I have a good understanding of what I'm doing in those aspects. Just makes me a little bit more confident in using it on my resume. So, yeah, exactly. I manage myself that exactly. That is exactly it, Shannon. I thought about going through and getting a US degree as well, but I'm 52 years old, and to be honest, um, I don't know if it's something that we can afford to do, first of all. And second of all, it's the programs that I'm going to be studying up on. I don't think it's any different between Canada and the US. So quickly dry that. You know, I get into business, not business, but customer service and customer care on call centers and that sort of thing because that's something that I've always done. So I know how to do that and I'm comfortable doing that. But there's not a lot of jobs in that field in Oregon. And because I have been out of work for so long, a lot of those jobs seem to be just passing me by. So, yeah, exactly. I didn't think that I would need the US version of it compared to the Canadian version. And because I've already completed that course in Sprott Shaw, they offer lifelong refresher classes. So it's not something that I have to pay for beyond paying for the book. So if I can do it cheaper, um, it's a better option. So I'm just going through using those same greens here. The medium, light, and dark that I used on the hat as well as the vest. And then we're going to go into some reds. So let's see. We need a light cadmium red, first of all. We're going to go into some orangey reds. And then we're going to do his little pom-pom. This little area here. This part of the ruffle is going to be white. All right. And then his shorts as well. Are these the colors of Pinocchio's outfit? I have no idea. I didn't look it up, didn't want to. And I did miss a part of his wood and leg there. So, nope, I don't want that one. I want this one. And then this one. And we'll activate that here in a minute. But a lot of what I want to do is kind of administration work, so having that extra classes in those sorts of things will help out a lot with that. So hopefully. Is what I'm hoping anyway. Oh, goodness. Did I lose everybody? Did I bore you all to death with my life skills? Career goals, employment goals, whatever you want to call them. All right, so there's the red. We're going to dry that. Well, sometimes, talking about the aspirations and the, you know, what you want to do with your life sometimes can be really boring. So, ooh, yum. Ronnie, you're going to bring that on up here, right? Just saying. I'm not supposed to eat it, but I will. That sounds so good. So I'm using Scarlet now. Playing with gouache. I need to play with mine more. It scares me. Like I said, I did find with the gouache that I do have that I have played with and have used a little bit of, that it does move a lot nicer if you make sure that you add a little bit of water to it. That's my opinion anyway. I did find it's a little hard to move around if you don't add a little bit of water. Yes, I like to bake in the fall too when it's not hot. I have some bananas that really need to be made into banana bread. I just haven't gotten to it. I should do that before we go. But like I said before, I have no idea with all this water stuff. I'm just playing with it to see what I can do and if I can do anything. Yeah. I get curious because I see other people using it and they do wonderfully with it. And it's like, I should try that. And then my brain says, maybe not. And then I try it anyway, and then I have to learn more about it because I get frustrated with how bad I suck at it. So then I got to play. I like to have walnuts in my banana bread. Personally. I like chocolate chips in banana cake, but in banana bread, I like walnuts. Well, as long as you're having fun. I don't think it's a hot mess at all. You keep on saying that about most of your pages, and they're just perfectly wonderful, so. But as long as you're having fun with it. Awesome. Yeah, sometimes that's definitely the way to work a large area like that is to use either Neos or King Art gel sticks or even just regular paint. All right. Now I'm going to dry that. Oh, sorry. All right, then we're going to take the light olive 40%. We're going to fill this part in on his trousers, on his short pants, and just a little bit of this green. I'm going to add this before blending it just so that it blends into it and takes over a little bit. Such a small area, I want that color to blend in, not just take it over. So I want it to mix. There, like that. All right, now for his shirt, we're going to take light blue. Actually, let's use steel gray instead. And we're going to do the shadows. Yeah, I like my oil pastels for that reason too. I like the Paul Rubens. Those are wonderful. I've tried a couple of off-brand ones, cheap ones, but they don't blend as nicely. And I've tried a couple of the school brand ones, and they don't blend as nicely either. So far I've found that the Paul Rubens are the ones that blend the best. Out of all the ones I have, I haven't gone haywire and bought all the different brands, so I couldn't tell you with other brands. Well, get yourself a set of brushes. I do believe Shannon has some great links for the smaller brushes in her list of links on her channel. I don't have a link for them right now, otherwise I'd post it, but Shannon has some great links for those smaller brushes, and they work really, really well for blending the oil pastels. I also find that the finger daubers work good at blending the oil pastels. And the paper sticks are fantastic for getting into really tight areas with pastels as well as with gel sticks. Alright, so there is his outfit done. We're going to do his boots. And then we'll be done with everything except for her jewelry and the background. And then we'll start adding the background. And we're going to probably end up going over a little bit, so I apologize. We're going to add some red. So this is Scarlet. to this part here, and this part here. And then we're going to add black. To that part there. Now, because I'm not going to be adding a whole lot of other colors here to these areas, I'm just going to activate them and let the black bleed in a little bit so that it gives the shadow. Like that. And then we're going to take our dark flesh 50%. What we're going to do is boot. With oil pastels, you can spread them with brushes. If your oil pastel is quite soft, you can spread them very quickly and very thin, which lets them set a little bit quicker. There we go. And that's it for his boot. Now I'm going to dry that. All right, and then we're going to do the wood of the chair here. All right, let's actually, mute you when I'm supposed to be drying things instead of blowing all your eardrums out. I am really sorry. This is the chair, and we're using brown ochre on the chair. And then we're going to take the dark flesh, 50%. And I'm just going to add it right to it. And then we're going to blend it. Good night, Kelly. Have a fun, wonderful sleep. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, and there we have the chair done. So I'm going to zoom you out so that you can see the whole picture. There we go. Now I think to preserve time and not be here all night long, yeah, so we have a choice. We can do oil or we can do water. Water is going to work better with what we're already using, and it will go just as quick. So I'm leaning more towards that than oil-based, but the oil-based will be smoother. What do you think? Let's do a poll. Just because I haven't done a poll in a long time, let's do a poll. So, just because I haven't done a poll in a long, long, long time, water or oil. Starting the poll. So we'll see what we need to do, whether we're going to do oil or water. The back, like the rest of her wings, her jewelry, and that sort of thing is all going to be done with gel pen. Same with this area down here. The little doodads there, of course, we're going to do with gel pen as well. So water seems to have 100%, so let's put our ideas in the poll. Water or oil? Yeah, I can just blend them with a brush. Hello, Deborah. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome. So water, water. So it seems that water is winning out. So let's grab our watercolors. Ouch, ouch. Oh, I hate it when my foot decides to do that. Every once in a while, my foot decides, oh yeah, by the way, we don't like you. I just gotta find them. They're down one more. There we go. That's chalk. And there we go. So we're going to use the Caran d'Ache Neo colors. So these ones here. So Neo Color 2s, not the Neo Color 1s. I do have both, but the Neo Color 2s. And we're not going to use those colors a whole lot, but we are going to use these colors. So we're going to start with, and we're going to scribble. So we're going to start with blue cobalt, just like we did her wings. And I may need to use a water brush for this that has more liquid in it, but we'll see. Nice! Congratulations! That's a lot of pillowcases. I know you do them for Christmas gifts, so that's fantastic. So I'm just going to fill in this whole area with the... Now, the difference between these and the watercolor pencils, the museums, is I do find that I like to get all the color down and then wet it and blend those colors together. Now you can definitely do the same thing that I did with the museums with the aquarelles, with the Neo colors. and do small areas, dry it. That will keep you from buckling the paper too much, because these do activate just as easily as the museums. They don't melt as quickly, but they do blend really nicely. So not worried too much about going over top of things because I'm going to be using a gel pen on them. So. And this is definitely a very quick way to do a background. And it works really well because, especially if you're using the museums or the Caran d'Ache Luminance or that sort of thing, because I do believe that they have the same color names for the most part. So. Almost done with this color. All right, and then we're going to take a little bit of periwinkle. And I'm just slapping colors on here. And once we start adding water, they'll start blending together. This is the joy of the neo colors and the watercolors, is you can just put the color down, add some water to it, and blend it all together to make it pretty. Or make it look like crud and move on with life. Mine will probably look at the other, but it's all right. We're good. We're fine. And then let's use a little bit of sky blue, just a little bit into the purple. Like so. Shanna's probably cringing about now, going, no. And then, what is this other color that I've used here? Manganese violet. Let's see. Purple. Seeing if there's a manganese violet here. And I'm not seeing one. Which is fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. All right, so now we're going to start wetting this down. Good night, Alex. Have a wonderful day at school tomorrow. Might need a bigger brush. I might need to grab my water brush just to break these down together. So let me grab that. Let me grab that. I know it's here somewhere. I have one with water in it. There it is. There we go. That's better. All right, I'm going to dry this off down here. Just keep drying it as I go so that it doesn't warp the page too much. Like I said, I'm not worried about going over the stars or that sort of thing because those I will be adding gel pen to. But I do want to bring those colors and soften them up and join them all together. And make them as smooth as I can. It's one of my pet peeves with large areas is getting things as smooth as possible. I can do it with pencils. I can do it with oils, you know. But sometimes with watercolor, it's a little bit more difficult. So I envy Pickle's magic paintbrush. She says she doesn't have one, but I swear she does. She's got this magic touch, the magic touch with watercolor. And it slaps it all on there, and it turns out absolutely gorgeous. She still swears that she doesn't have a magic paintbrush. I'm going to dry this out. I'm drying it in small sections so that the paper doesn't completely buckle. And when I add the gel pen, it has a little bit of flatness to it so it doesn't pool the gel pen, because then it takes longer to dry. And I do have an issue with gel pen and sticking my hands in things, or closing the book and getting gel pen everywhere. So I have to be careful when it comes to gel pen. You would think after the first, second, third, or fourth time I had done such a thing, I would learn. Nah, why would I do such a thing? Why would we learn our lesson? That's just crazy talk. Learn from our experiences? What? Why would we do such a thing? I know. I keep on telling you guys, just enjoy the experience and learn from little mistakes. I don't practice what I preach sometimes, I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to dry that out. All right. Now, hopefully I muted properly and you guys didn't hear that huge amount of in your ear. Sometimes I push the button and I don't push it hard enough, and I think I've pushed the button, but I actually haven't. But if you want to watch somebody that does extremely well with watercolors, of course there's Emily Illustrator, does absolutely gorgeous work with watercolors. Hopefully her show and all that sort of stuff, her event is going well. I know that she had that event coming up. I don't know if it was this weekend or last weekend, but I hope she is doing well in it and enjoying it. last week? Well, I hope she did well, and I hope she enjoyed it. I wasn't sure if it was this week or last week. But she does absolutely fantastic with watercolor. Another that does absolutely beautifully with watercolor, as everybody knows, is Pickle. Um, Shannon does wonderfully with watercolor. There's so many people out there that do really good with watercolors. I have learned a lot from all of them. Okay, gonna dry this out. Yes, Barbara Colors is another one. Yeah, she probably is. You're probably right. She probably is still asleep. It's got to be exhilarating and exhausting all at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to grab some gel pens. And let's see what colors are in here. I think this one will be fine. I'm just going to grab some cheapy, inexpensive gel pens, some gold and some silver. And we're going to finish up the here the jewelry. And do that part in the gold, this part here in the gold as well. And then this part in the silver. And then we're going to take, let's see, this one. So this is the periwinkle blue. And I'm just going to lay this down. I'm not going to activate this. So we're going to use it. We're going to use it dry. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. And then on her wings. Got the silver gel pen. This is just going to give some shine, some sparkle. to her wings. That's awesome, Wilcox. Yeah, her teacup and tea kettle is just phenomenal. I wish I had enough talent to actually, draw in things like she does. But, that's what makes us all wonderful is we all have our different talents. I haven't figured out what my talent is yet. I just slap the color on and hope it looks good. It's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Emily does explain things really well. I just am not good at drawing. Almost finished. I know it's getting late for a lot of people, so if you feel that you need to go, absolutely feel free to do so. I'm just going to finish this off. We're going to add the silver to her wings here, the silver to her dress, and then we're going to add the gold to the sparkles around her. And that should be it. I'm just going to add the silver to the large areas here and let the rest of it be black. And we'll do the little spots in the gold on her skirt here. Oh, of course, I'm zoomed out too far. Sorry. Zoomed in too close. So the little spots on her dress here, we're going to do those in gold, as well as the stars and glitter areas around her. We're going to do those in gold as well. All right. And I probably should have started at the top of the page because I'm probably going to rub my hands through this. Oh well. Another one that does really, really well with watercolor, and you've probably seen her on Instagram as well as Facebook. She used to be on YouTube, but she hasn't been for a while, is Ashley Colors. She has gotten so good with her watercolor. Let's hope this is dry enough. Just checking to see if I got it on my arm or not, because I don't know if that other side is dry enough. Nope, I'm not touching it too much, I guess. All right. Okay, so there we have her all done. I think just going to take a quick look around. Oh, no, I got to do his buttons. Make sure that everything is all done up adequately. I think we want to do a little bit of this down here for those wings. All right, so that is how she looks. I'm going to peel this off. I'm going to mute you so that you don't have to hear it. All right, and there she is. She's a little crinkly after we got her off the tape, but she's not too bad. And we've got some glitter, some shinies. And this will be our last Hannah Lynn of the month. Of course, the reason for doing the Hannah Lynn is listed in the GoFundMe for Hannah Lynn. Nightbot has just put that out there in the chat. So if you want an explanation of what's going on with Hannah Lynn and the drama that is going on with her and the Diamond Art Club, please go over to her GoFundMe and read up on what's going on. She has been having some issues, and she is in a little bit of trouble where we may not have any more Hannah Lynn books coming out or Hannah Lynn pictures coming out. So take a look and see what's going on. If you can support her just by coloring a page and doing the hashtag Help Hannah Lynn, that would be fantastic. If you can do a purchase on her Etsy or on Amazon, absolutely do that as well. Or if you can donate a small amount to her GoFundMe, that'd be fantastic too. So give her some support, even if it's just a direct little message saying we're here for you and the community is behind you. That is all that is required. All right, guys, with that, I would like to say thank you all very much for watching. Of course, I will not be back this week. We are leaving Wednesday night, and we will not be back until Tuesday. So, until next week, not this coming weekend, but the next week, of course, always enjoy all the YouTube artists out there that are putting out their works and putting out their talents. Always hit that like button and, of course, subscribe to those YouTubers. Until next time, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.